obviously Andrew and Kelly are personal friends of mine. They live here in Coffs Harbour. Andrew is my personal assistant. Handles anything that's got details attached to it in my business. Most of you will know that details are not something that occupies much of my space at all, headspace. And so Andrew generally handles that, and when that's too much, Andrew, Kelly backs him up like any good wife does. So these guys have got a great story. Let me just tell you, I've known them for how long? 5, 6 years, something like that, and they've done okay in businesses in the past. But I can tell you, something inside these guys has gone through a transformation. Their thinking's changed. I've never ever seen these two as excited as they are now, but more importantly, I've never seen them do things that they're doing at the moment. So I'm going to share a story on how he got to TC and how he set a goal and he was committed to that and it happened. Over to you, Andrew. Share the story.
Thanks, Avi. Thanks, guys. Yeah, so like Avi said, I guess we all got emails. If you've been with Avi Loans for a while, you've got emails, and I think I called him on the phone within about 30 seconds. We went, what the? This came out of left field. So, but we're committed to this team, and that's, I guess, a big reason why we got in, because we trust Avi and Lawrence. But as soon as we saw it as one of the early people in the business, it was just a given for us, for Kelly and I. We just, it was exactly what we were looking for a business. That has the ratio at the time was like 400 to 1 customers to business associates, and that to us was probably one of the biggest selling points. But I guess at that point we had to make a decision, because we had to make that commitment, and this is what I guess has driven us to be TC within that short time frame and going for SD now. Is it was like the Andy Andrews video on burning the boats. This was our burn the boats moment. We went all in, and we didn't have a choice. It was either this or I go get. If this didn't work, I was going and getting a second or a third job to pay the bills. So we've been on this journey for a long time. Like Abby said, we've plodded along. We've done okay, but we've never actually, I guess, thrown our heart into it. And it was when we made that decision, and we've made this huge mental mind shift. Even right the week before this business came along, we had made a decision to do something, and that started this process, and the timing was just perfect. So I guess what really got us across the line last week, the story Harvey's sharing is basically we set a goal last weekend to become TC because we were 1 TLA away, and I had someone in my team that I talked to and said, look, what's it going to take to get you across the line? And we basically, both drove, met halfway. It was about a 45-minute to an hour drive for each of us. And we met in the parking lot of a supermarket. I had my laptop, synced it to my phone, and we got it done right there and then. And my commitment to my team is that I bring them all along. It's about getting them and their people up, and that's the only way is helping other people in this business. And it almost makes my heart bleed when I hear people that are joining our team say, "Oh, sponsors are actually caring about helping their team," and I don't see any other way. That's just me, and I want to do that, and I want my team to be successful. I want them to be more successful than me, but I think that's a real benefit or real value this team has, and that comes from Lawrence and Albie all the way down, and make sure that you're replicating that as well, because we don't want anyone that's leaving behind, because our growth as a team is through helping everyone along if they want to be helped. So and I think that's really is getting the right people in the right place, and just going for it. Stories from these other guys on the phone on the call today, and there's a lot of other people out there. Everyone watching this is putting their heart and soul into this and sees what's happening. And just don't give in. Don't burn your boats. And if you haven't seen that video, message me and I'll send you a link for it, because it's just there.
I remember this rightly. You are the only person on the planet who hasn't actually heard of Dubli before. Is that right?
Yeah, I've never heard of it. It seems that way. But no, I'd never heard of it. And we saw it and it clicked. It was just yeah, I knew about cashback with our credit card, and other things and frequent flyer programs. So it wasn't a new concept, but the whole concept of not changing your habits and just doing what you do anyway. And obviously, you haven't picked up Kelly's accent too much, but she's from the US. I lived there for 6.5 years before we came back to Australia 7 years ago, and so we've got a lot of family and friends in the US. So obviously, building the US market for us is a bit easier, I guess, with some of the contacts we have for more offline-y type stuff. But this is really, there is no whole art. Right now, it's you talk to people, whether it's through your email campaigns, it's getting on the phone, it's Facebook, whatever you're doing, just do it. Don't worry about what type of marketing it is. Just market, get in people's ears, and share it, because most people tend to get it. And that's, I think, really what's attractive about this business.
Excellent. Now, Kelly, you're the wife, the woman behind the man. Can you just tell me how uncomfortable that was for Andrew? If you've ever seen him get uncomfortable and dig this deep before?
No, I can honestly say that. No, I'm usually, for those of you, well, Albie would attest to this, I'm a little bit more of the hardball, so I'm kind of like, okay, they don't want to sign up, move on, I don't care, go to the next person. But Andrew's more the, touchy-feely, and I want everybody to come in, and I want everybody to be our business partners, but yeah, it's about both of them together and being that, kind of super person that kind of has both those sides to it, like you guys are always saying, make the videos talk, don't sell it, just make them talk, and you don't have to, drag people into the business, because we've been at that stage where we've been desperate to have people join us, and it comes across, and it doesn't come across with Andrew anymore, which is huge growth, that I've actually seen in him, and knew he had, but it just, took a little bit to get it out.
There's always an animal living inside here,
but
and coming out here. Marketing animal.
It is, and it's just a big shift from, oh, I think I can do this, to, yeah, I kind of want to do this, to, okay, let's do this. And that's what I say to Andrew when he says something. I'm like, okay, go do it. Let's just get it done. Get that person signed up, and let's get them in. Let's get them moving. And it's just, yeah, pushing yourself over that. You're on the fence, and you just need to go the other side to make it happen. And that's the growth. I mean, anybody can do it. It's just whether or not really you want to.
And we've always said, for you guys, most of you have been with us for years, we always say your success is always going to lie just outside of your comfort zone. And I've seen this man is testimony to that. This time last week, he sent me a message saying, check my status in 30 minutes. He hadn't done it yet, but he'd made a commitment to do it. And he got uncomfortable, jumped in his car, drove an hour south of here with his laptop in a car park, got the guy in front of the laptop and said, mate, what do you not understand about not upgrading from T to that I still need to explain to you, and get involved in the Millionaires Club? I checked the status 30 minutes later, and this guy was a TC. It was a great story. So, mate, congratulations for really stepping out and letting that inner marketing animal come out. And John, the basic form of sales is a transfer of enthusiasm, and people will want to be looking at you and saying, "I know what that guy's doing. I just want what he's got," and that's the point you need to get to. So you need to sell yourself first, and then transfer that enthusiasm onto someone else. So thank you so much. Just want to know how many days from when you joined up to when you went TC?
18.
When you joined TC, and my prediction is, because I can see their business, is this time next week, if they're not SD, they'll be staring it in the face. Okay, so that's in under a month. All right, absolutely incredible effort. So well done. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
And
I just want to say thank you. You guys, a lot of you guys work as individuals, but you've got people there, and I can't do this without Kelly. She's doing a lot more in this business than any other, but if you've got partners or kids or people that are you guys to sleep at night, say thank you, because we can't do it without us. And I know Albie's family, and I know how much they're sacrificing with how hard he's working, and I'm sure Lauren's, and we all are. But yeah, definitely, don't forget to thank your family for putting up with you in this next
thank you, Kelly.
18, 28 days.
Oh, thank you, Albie.
Thank you for bringing out his inner animal.
So, yeah, don't forget to thank those around you.
Good on you. Thank you so much, guys. Kind of feels weird moving on to the next person while they're still sitting here. Let's just jump in. Andrew's running the
I'm staying.
technology side of it. So